Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, since it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, isn't it?
It is Wednesday,
Welcome to
April
Wisdom.
13th.
Yeah, no kidding. The new video just came out about the Disclosure 3, so I know it's just a preview, but we're gonna get some interesting information here. Feeling it?
Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out.
Mm, Lots of interesting things to take in.
Yeah, it'd be
Energy.
interesting to get a reading kind of on what to expect. Hmm?
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
Uh, I'm wondering which one I should use.
yeah, I'm curious. I guess
So,
I could do tarot. Just all reliable.
I have been using this one all day, so
so
uh,
what are we pulling on? Like, what the energies we feel at the moment?
yeah.
Yeah, like
So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like something big's gonna happen.
right. I'd like a confirmation on that, or perhaps even like more of a explanation to kind of
Yeah,
how the energy is going to come in. I feel it too. I mean, just within our personal relationships, like we've seen a lot of beginnings
Huh.
and a lot of ends just within the last few days.
yeah, exactly. There has been
Mm.
Well,
definitely beginnings and ending energy. We're feeling empty well, time to replenish. Yeah, definitely that energy.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Right.
filling my cup a lot, and I
Yeah, we shared that last week. It's a process.
yeah. Um, I think a lot of us are feeling depleted.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I can't complain because I've only woken up to a lot of this madness like really 2 years ago is when I got into the heat of it all. So I can't imagine the people who've been in it for like most of their life and have seen through all the bullshit and have had to live life the way they have been. So, um,
Yeah,
yeah,
they've
Well, I
just
would
been.
say, sorry, Courtney. I would say I feel information fatigue right now after going through so much false flag stuff constantly.
yeah, I'm really not trying to like tap into that too much, unfortunately, because of the nature of my life. I still get thrown into the 3D world, but I I can't listen to it anymore. It's like it's constant, just like I don't know, it just feels like it's eating away at me. And yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
right now, because
Hmm.
we're all dealing with our own little wars at home,
Right.
like internally, actually, if you want to go to that part of it. I think that's where I'm feeling depleted is like, I thought I did all the work I needed to do. And I was like, oh, nope, still got shadow work to work out and deal with
Yes.
a lot of energies that I'm not used to and get really uncomfortable.
Yeah, over and over and over again. And as soon as you get like your feet underneath you, the universe is just like, nah, come on, we got some more for you. Don't get too invested.
Oh my
Well, I don't hate to break it to you, but it's kind of never ending. Like we were
God.
saying last week, it's a spiral. You come back round to things like, but you think you've faced and covered, and actually no, you're going to another depth to it. So, but don't let that dishearten you. It's all growth and learning. But yeah, it's not all sunshine and roses, is it? We go through some many dark nights of the soul, mini ones as well.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
there is such an influx of energies like there's never been before. Like you just don't even get time to catch your breath in between energy upgrades. It
Right.
is hard.
Well, I feel like well, just from actually, sorry to chime in with this, but I was just noticing a pattern with three cards that I pulled. You've got
Mm.
this fire energy that's like coming through, and I feel like this is like now the light that like the flint, that the
Yeah.
spark that we needed might be this whatever's happening soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I don't like to tap into the date thing, but uh,
But Friday, we're feeling Friday.
I don't know.
Weekend. Ooh, these cards are cool.
Yeah, something's, I feel like something's turning up. We're getting turned up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely feel it.
I
Feels
just
like ramped up energy. Like never before.
that boiling pot, right?
Yeah, exactly. What were those cards you got, Larissa?
Oh, the other one I got was Eye of the Needle, Intentionality.
Ooh,
Whoa, that's weird. That
Like a portal or something.
like triggered a vision.
You're
Uh,
getting all fire signs as well, aren't you?
yeah.
Intentionality. Yeah, that's like the Ace of Swords kind of vibe, isn't it?
Does that also kind of look like
Or maybe wands.
a peach to anybody else?
What, the behind? Yeah.
Or, the front for us ladies.
Do you know what I see?
Is that
You know
just me?
what I see is the sun.
Whispering eye.
The yoni to say?
Well, Courtney, you weren't there. But
Does it not?
I was going to say it looks like the sun, and it reminds me. And what I was thinking was, what I was just talking about, the energy blast we're getting from the sun. The coronal mass ejections, the solar flares. That's what I see in that card. And you're getting all fire sign cards as well.
Well, yeah. And then this one is
That-
Root Girl.
What's it say?
Root Girl. The
Underneath.
disowned self. Oh,
So like when you have to claim, like your shadow self, like it's like you can't like deny it. You have to embrace it, don't you, and integrate it because it's part of you.
It is. It's
oh,
beautiful.
this is a lovely message. I kind of want to read it.
Please.
Yeah, read it.
Root Girl, the disowned self, hidden beauty, the need for acceptance and love. Root Girl sits shivering, unclean, and naked at the base of the tree of the self. She is unloved, unwanted, and shunned for her deformities. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? This, or could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated? Uh, Wait, hold on. Sorry, I need to reread that sentence. Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child self crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. Ah, but if you would only look into the root girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, your unmet need. What? Sometimes when I read these things, I'm like, it sounds different saying it out loud.
Yeah, unmet needs. That does make sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying there.
I don't know, it's just twice. You would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you're not whole. Their expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. Ooh, that's interesting because I've been dealing with a lot of ancestral healing very recently. However, It was this child self came to be curled up at the roots of your sacred tree self. It's time to welcome her into your heart. When you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated, and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is transformed, just as you are. Then all manner of magic begins to arise in abundant form. Look for the beauty. And that is the message of Root Girl.
Thank you.
That is so important right now. I was feeling a little down the dumps because like I'm having this weird skin thing happening to me. I think it's just stress and a bunch of other things. And, it's been like really just one of those things that I've had to just be like, you know what? Fuck it. You're beautiful the way you are in this now moment and accept it. So, oh, nice little chime just went off. Something was happy over there, whatever.
That's confirmation for you.
Bells just went off. That's funny. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
so I had that moment today. And I feel like we all go through those moments where we're like, I feel gross. I don't
My
want to.
physical body, why? Why is this my physical body?
Yeah, dude. There
Pixels
was
the
some
skin?
times like standing in the shower, I'm like, ew, human bodies are gross. Like, dude, I was not meant to be in a human body.
It
This,
needs to be, no. We need to be more crystalline. We need to be more like
Figure.
my God, it's just sometimes I have moments where I'm like, why are things? I don't even want to go there. Like,
right.
you're
We've come up with so much technology, and you can't tell me that we haven't figured out how to not poop or evacuate.
hold on.
Everybody get close to the screen.
Well, I got beginnings again and
Uriel.
abundance. Yeah, Uriel and abundance with that beautiful tree.
Is it? Do we see violet there, or am I catching different colors that aren't there?
Okay, there. I was pulling some cards. Yeah, it could. You can see what whatever you pick up on. Say, But I've got beginnings again and abundance, which is nice, isn't it? Thinking of the energies.
I want to be in that little
Beginnings
bubble.
of abundance.
Abundance.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, please.
More abundance.
And there's a we did an abundance meditation in the trees for Courtney and I. So that makes sense.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh,
That
I'd
tree was.
love to be like in a treehouse with y'all. How fun would that be?
I love that. Have you seen those pictures? And there's like people that have built, beautiful things in the woodlands, like in the treetops, like like kind of like Hobbiton. Well, not Hobbiton, the elves, I guess. More like the elves.
Oh,
I'd love to experience that.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably Airbnbs.
I know. If I had that time, I'd totally do that.
Absolutely.
It's a great experience that I would definitely pay good money for if I had it.
Right, to live in a tree. Let's be real. How do you get more grounded?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You pull out, Courtney. You had some cards, didn't you?
I did.
What does she have for us today?
Okay, so get this. Get this. Got the 8 of Fire.
Wow.
Got the 9 of Fire.
8 and 9. Bada bing, bada.
These are wands. This is the 8 and 9 of wands. So basically your like journey, movement,
fast messages, fast, quick energy.
yeah. And then you got the 9 of Fire, which is just like reevaluating. And then transformation popped up,
Ooh,
which is I think that's 1-3, 13.
I think it's the death card, isn't it?
Oh,
And then I got interesting pull. Ooh, they just all popped out at the same time, so I assume that they're all meant to be read together.
do it. Go with the flow, girl.
So I got
wow, and
Empress, which is 3, and then we got the 5 of Earth. I feel like they're both very like Mother Earthy cards.
Oh,
But
nice.
and
Yeah,
then
that kind of fits in with abundance and the sun.
I
Yeah,
got the Sun.
the best card we can get.
the sun. I lived in the sun yesterday, and I just like it felt so good, y'all. I don't know, whatever frequencies are coming from the sun lately. I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's what I saw in that card that you pulled as well. Actually, the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
beautiful.
All right.
Definitely
Once
something to it.
where you guys are, literally, just do it.
Right.
Just go for it. Lay out like a starfish.
But I don't know what it's warm enough, and it's still snowing where Courtney is.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It just
believe that?
snowed. But maybe this weekend it'll be nice. Like it was 20 degrees 2 days ago, and then it snowed, and
That is
now
insane.
the winds have picked up, so it's just really crappy outside. If you have allergies, do not recommend.
Oh no, 'tis the season.
Oh my goodness, I can't tell you. Like I leave my window open at night, and I have like a little air flow that comes in through like a fan. And if I don't like have it on the out where it just like pushes the air inside my room outside, then I wake up and I have like swollen eyes. I can taste like friggin' all of the air from outside just in my mouth. It's like, why is this happening? Spring. Disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. But you got to think like all the dirty masks that are on the ground, all the dirt that's on the ground, all the like mold and the
Really
friggin'
bums me out. The kid, I live diagonal from a school, and the kids just throw their masks on my lawn, and I'm like, like no, like this is the total opposite of what we should be doing to
yeah. Hello.
Earth.
There's apparently a pandemic going on. Should we maybe take care of the pandemic waste? Maybe.
That's apparently so dangerous, and
So dangerous, killing people that we have to take an.
don't even get me started.
I'm stopping myself right now.
I was about to say it. We are above this now, guys. We are in the next stage of this, and I hope to never hear the words C19 ever again.
Face. No, come on, position that. It's like one thing. That's too funny.
Like the fact that sound is perfect. Larissa's just like, I don't want to hear another peep out of.
And then
Oh, that's funny. Really nicely.
thank you for reminding me because you obviously just made me laugh. And
Yeah.
sometimes I have moments where I don't laugh enough, and that was a reminder I wanted to share with the world. Find
Yeah.
something that makes you laugh for like 2 seconds. It'll really help raise the vibe
Like,
of the world right now.
like that kind of like guttural laugh. Like
Yeah.
that, like,
When you
deep,
watch a really good comedian,
oh,
Yeah.
that kind of laugh.
get you. And
Yeah.
I just love crying from laughing. That's my
Yes.
favorite.
Yeah. It's hard
That's
for
a
me to
good.
cry regularly. So if I can cry from laughing,
Yeah, golden.
Yeah, that's a really good advice actually to watch stuff to make you laugh.
right.
You know, it's a really good idea.
Stop watching
Really
things
vibe.
that depress you, Stop watching about people getting murdered and stop watching about all this,
Yeah. It has its time and place,
sure.
when you
Yeah,
when
I
you need
mean,
to go into that time. But
like
yeah,
you're towing it,
ultimately,
but then just be like, okay, I'm gonna have fun now because I'm gonna embrace my inner child and do childlike things.
Right. And
Yeah.
joy.
what mommy and daddy are watching, because I used to always think that. I'm like, oh man, I remember having to sit through like watching like 60 Minutes with my parents. I'm just like, this is so boring.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is terrible. But they gave me a popsicle, so I like just sat there and just like
How
listened.
that deal?
Oh, adult problems suck. Like, I don't want to be an adult.
Yeah. I don't.
Even though, adulting right now is like, I know I can't complain, but there are moments where I'm like, I don't know, like the level of stress of the stuff that's happening around us and us having to like be in society right now is like, and I know I can leave it all. I could just say, run away, but I don't know. I feel like I still have I have a mission
Yes.
left here.
Yes. Agreed.
As much as I need to leave this place, I'm like, I'm somehow stuck for a little while. We were talking about that
Hold down.
earlier. Wouldn't that be cool if we just got like beamed up?
Yeah. I'm waiting.
Like, I don't have to get on a plane. I don't have to deal with all that stress.
I've told you guys before, I've had dreams of it, really vivid dreams. And you hear people, don't you, talking about they've had dreams of the rapture. And I know it sounds crazy, but I've had dreams like that where you're being lifted,
People
like beamed up.
really being
Yeah, literally
lifted
being
off
beamed
the
up.
ground.
And all the feelings of it as well, like knowing
elation.
that you're not in control, you're being lifted up, then the feeling of being really high, and then the feeling of like acceptance and like it feeling really good, like
Just reminded me of a music
exciting.
I watched recently from one of my. I think I've talked about this band before, but I'll have to share. It's from the band Kensington. There's a music video, and it has all these people just like floating up and away, and I'm like, this seems oddly like something that could be a thing, but like,
Right.
oh, I'm crazy. This shit would never happen.
Like we all in unison learn or relearn how to levitate. Right? What if those powers, that like ability that we have, was just like re-downloaded back into us, and all at the same time we're like, oh shit, oh shit, where's the off button? We're all just like,
Yeah.
You just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Sound really crazy right now, but here we go. So,
no.
I feel like at this point anything goes. So, uh, oh man, I never thought I'd be in this position right now talking about this shit in front of you all, but here we are. So I follow this one girl on Instagram, and she is doing like telekinesis on like a piece of foil,
Yes.
and like, and then she put like a glass over it, and I'm like, okay, I know that like there is magic,
Yes.
also science, I think.
But yes, magical science. Yes.
And yeah, I'm starting to try to do it.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's she's not levitating the foil.
No,
Like the foil is like
already
balancing on a toothpick.
she's able to direct its spinning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it for sure can be done. You can do it. You know, well, I have this weird thing where like I have things that like fly out of my hands.
Yes.
My dad used to
Oh
call me
my
Matilda because I used to do it when I was a child as well. They say about that excess energy, don't they? And honestly, it's happened so many times, and it'll fly. It used to be
Oh
a
my
thing at school because my pencil or pen would fly
Go.
across
I
the part. I
thought,
wouldn't do anything. I'd literally move my hand, and it would go.
yeah, that
Yeah.
shit.
So
Me too.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it is a definitely thing, and there's definitely people with those powers out there that like focus it. And so I reckon we could all
Yeah.
do it.
I've seen this guy. He was able to change the resonance of the water just by placing his hands over top, and he was able to make waves in like a pond and like isolate like reverberate
Wow.
just from placing his hands
Amazing.
over top. And then like we've seen the video of the chi guy who was able to start fire in his hand. Just
It's so wild. It's crazy.
and he healed like that guy's eyeballs from using like the chi, and he didn't have to wear glasses afterwards.
Okay, sign me up. Where do I find this guy? I love these, but one of my I think one of my biggest fears, honestly, is going blind.
Mm-hmm.
I get really scared sometimes, and I'm gonna lose
Totally.
my eyesight.
Yep. I think all the time about that. I'm just like, what the fuck would I be without my eyesight? There's so much about my eyesight that it helps me enjoy everything, like music even. I need.
Yeah, I need the visuals, but
I think that about all things though. I think that about like my hands, like you know,
Right.
because I've got arthritis. I think, what if I couldn't do the things I do with my hands, or like when I had an operation, I couldn't walk for like properly for ages, for months, and I was just thinking, you know, when you can't walk, you can't even do anything. Like you can't
Really.
like move across a room in the way that you'd like to. You know, all those things. I think without, or even you know, people are losing their taste and smell lately, aren't they? With or they were with the old COVID.
With the snake
I
venom.
would hate that. I would absolutely hate that. Like I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't want to live if I didn't have any taste or smell. Like
Yeah.
imagine not tasting or smelling any food that like passes your lips, or like when you smoke
Or,
a
like,
joint, not smelling or
essential
tasting the
oils,
weed.
right? Like,
oh,
what about essential oils? You couldn't use lavender to help you get to bed. You couldn't use mandarin to help you wake up. You couldn't use peppermint to help you clear sinuses. Like,
But it would still work. You just can't smell it.
right, that part. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, imagine though. It's awful, isn't it?
It was interesting with that video how they said that after a year and a bit, the symptoms seem to relax a little bit for the taste and smell tends to come back.
It's quite a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's interesting how it links up with if you were to eat snake venom and how that would also kill your taste buds for like a extended amount of time. That was an interesting connection.
It is a very unusual symptom, isn't it?
Right.
For that long. That is like poison almost.
Right.
My husband still doesn't have his taste or smell 100% back, which I found to be interesting.
Yeah, I know a few people. A few people.
I definitely had the same thing he got, but
Yeah.
I flooded my system with so much stuff. He's a little bit more stubborn.
Right. Yeah, you were like
I was
fucking magnesia, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E,
God, I was a freaking like I was
taking baths in
I was like a turkey, like just basting myself. Like,
You know, I
vitamins.
have pegs on my ears, on my sinus points. That's not gonna happen.
oh my God. Yeah, I like had oregano like all over my feet, and I'm like, oh my God. Like for the little smell I had, I was like, I really like this is the stuff that I dress my chicken in. So funny, like
Right.
It's one of the best anti-microbial,
yeah.
however you say it, anti-loads of things. It's so good.
Right.
And cilantro too, right?
Cilantro was huge.
Like it's
Yeah, you don't tend to get that as an essential oil though. I'd say oregano, tea tree, and lavender are like 3 like emergency oils that you should always have.
Yeah.
I've only got oregano, so I'm not doing too bad. I know I've got tea tree actually.
I've got tea tree and lavender. I have
gotta love tea.
oregano,
That's good.
but that's just the spice.
I love that mug.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that is so cool. It's giant.
Cajun chili. Mm,
Giant.
I want Cajun food right now.
Right? Just chili in general is always
Mm.
fucking love chili. Chili with beans.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm drooling now. Stop it.
I feel like this always happens. We get on this like, food talk, and then I'm like, crap, now you guys inspired me, but now I don't have all the ingredients to make all this stuff.
Right.
And I don't want to go to the store.
Oh, we lost our train of thought thinking about food now.
Now dinner tonight. Sausages.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I know this was gonna be like a little quick one, so if you want, we can hop off, go eat
Yeah.
some food before
Yeah.
I eat my computer.
Barbara, before I
Pepperoni
eat
It's like that card that you got, Helen. The oh.
Yeah.
you.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, oh my God. Well,
Oh,
this has been lovely. I needed this chat for today
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
it's great.
because, yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna let this ship sink. We're not going down without a fight.
No,
I'm
exactly.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not allowed to. So, but even if I was sticking around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Stay blessed.
Yeah, I love you all.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it.
I love the
Oh,
picture.
so much heart energy just released.
Care Bear.
Yeah, it's great to get together with you all.
As always.
As always, love you. Take care.
Love
See you
you.
next